Hello folks. Today my plan is to take some cuttings from my tomato plants and from some of my petunias. A couple of my petunias didn't put out seeds this year, so to overwinter them I need to take some cuttings inside and have it in my grow room. The same I will do with the tomatoes I'm going to take cuttings from as well. And the reason why I take cuttings instead of digging them up and washing the roots and bringing the soil and stuff like that in is I don't want to bring in the fungus gnats or the larvae. So I rather take some clean cuttings and put in some clean soil and process them in that way. Okay, I need to finish this watering first. Then we can take a trip over to the table where I sit and work with my cuttings. So I'll see you soon. As you can see, I've already started a little bit here. To pot my cuttings I use these plastic cups, cheap ones, and I use the scissor and make a couple of holes in them. And here the mix that I use for my cuttings here is about 50% peat moss and 50% sand, riverbank sand, and just a little handful of this. It's cat sand. It's a kind of clay that's burnt in a temperature about 700-800 degrees, and it's very porous and it keeps both air and moisture. So I mix a little bit in this cutting mix here, but you can use anything you want to, because I had a lot of success with pure sand or peat moss. So yeah, I just made this for fun. It's not rocket science. Like this. Okay, you can take this down here now. Okay, it's time for hunting some cuttings. I'll first try my petunia. And here's the petunia I'm going to take the cuttings from. It didn't send out any seeds this year, so as I mentioned, I need to take some cuttings. I'll also try to take some really nice ones. Try to trim them a little bit, like this. I don't leave any flowers on them. I just want the stem and leaves. Oh, there's a nice one. Ah, not so nice. Petunias, they grow roots very well. It's just like putting down a cutting of a tomato. I shoot out the roots in a week's time or so. Okay, I'll take these back to the table and show what I do with that. And here I'm sitting with my petunia cuttings. So the first thing I'll do now is to take off the leaves at the bottom, and the flowers. It's no point making the cutting stress with flowers and too much leaves. As I said, they root quite easy. So, I think this is enough on this one. The thing I do, I just stick them down like this. Take out that one. I really don't know why they didn't put out seeds this summer. We had a very heat, so maybe that's why. And there were loads of bees and bumblebees and insects, so that shouldn't be the reason. But what do I know? Okay, cutting off the flowers here. And when I'm doing this, I also look after bugs or anything. Oh, that one was broken. But I think this one's okay. Yeah. But I haven't seen so much bugs on petunias. I saw something strange last winter. The petunias got some stickery hairs on its leaves, and fungus gnats that sat on these leaves, they got stuck and they died. So maybe it's something preventive. But I don't mind, because I hate fungus gnats. And I remember in earlier years, when I was younger, I often took in flowers that were standing in pots outside, and I experienced quite rapid that wasn't too wise, because you filled your house up with fungus gnats, and they can be a pain because they are very many when they thrive. Okay, here's one. This should have been the last one, but I got a soft heart, so I'll take this one and put up in the pot as well. After I have watered these cuttings, I put them in a plastic box. That's very great for this purpose. And the boxes are used for food storing, but they're very great for this use as well. Okay, I'll put some water in here. And wait till it sinks down a little bit. Then I can fill some more soil on. I remember when I was a little lad, I was always visiting these old ladies around that had nice flowers. And then if they had a plant that I was very interested in cutting from, I didn't ask at once, but I talk a lot about that specific plant to them, so they understood after a while what I was out after. Today I can look back at that and laugh. But already as a little child, I liked to, work with plants and such stuff. It's very relaxing though. Okay, hang on a second. I'm gonna show how I process them further on. And here are the boxes I was talking about. They look like this. 2.5 liter. And the bottoms here, or what shall I say? It will be the bottoms, but it's a lid. I poked a couple of holes in here just to, for drainage and some air. So, what I do with these cuttings, I put them in there, and I put this one on top. And there it is. I'll now put these ones in my growing room. I'm going to show you later on. And you'll see the roots form through the plastic cup after a while. Then you can plant them into bigger pots. Well, that was the orange petunia. And my plan further now is tomatoes. I want to take a cutting from the Swedish cherry tomato I had this summer. And that is the famous 10 bricks tomato, rose quartz multiflora. I can take you over and show how I usually take my cuttings.